Ignite Fredericton and Knowledge Park Chief Executive Officer Larry Shaw and his team had a robust engagement with the High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada, Adeyinka Asekun, and his team at the Cyber Building in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Canada. Considering Chief Executive Officer Shaw's passion for startup companies and Nigeria's interest in cybersecurity and related fields, High Commissioner Asekun laid down Nigeria's needs and some of the clogs in the wheel of progress for mutual collaboration.
We're looking then at areas such as agriculture, we're looking at mining, we're looking at fintech, we're looking at housing infrastructure, we're looking at power, and we're looking at education in the main. Nigerians love the Canadian brand of education. Many of them would love to come here. The visa regime is what has really constrained the number of people that can come to Canada because we have a high rejection rate for Nigerian students, But the education is an area whereby there's a lot of interest on both sides. And so what we've been looking at now is collaboration between Nigerian universities and Canadian universities in the areas of curriculum enhancement, exchange programs, research projects, just collaboration, taking cognizance of the fact that we can learn from each other, and it's not really a one-way affair, okay? So that's really on, and we have a number of universities that we've been talking to in Quebec and Ontario that are getting to rather interesting stages in the process. And then the most recent thing is that right now, Nigerian universities are looking for Canadian universities to establish campuses in Nigeria. And the way I see that happen is that it may be a gradual process. You have online offerings, you have remote learning, and then that probably evolves to a point with critical mass whereby you can actually think of establishing some sort of presence in Nigeria. And what that does is that it takes away the hassle of people having to fund education in foreign exchange, which can be a bit onerous. And then also, the whole irritation we're having with the issue of visas can be streamlined because not everybody wants to come to Canada, can't come anyway, even if you are to be very liberal in your visa policy. So people can get Canadian education without leaving the country.
I think we need to look for the pathways that would be between Fredericton and New Brunswick and Nigeria. And I would suggest that, if we look at the elements around, you've highlighted education, but if you look at the elements around the university and find sort of the like-minded environments between our location or our universities and yours, but let's uncover that a bit and unpack that in terms of where's the opportunity. What are those sectors that we have those common linkages in? You mentioned digital health. There's a significant amount of digital health activity here. The digitalized world in itself is probably where most of our leading activities happen. And they come in at education, they come in at healthcare, they come in at natural resources, they come in at a number. This building in itself was formed and with special circumstances or special attributes added to this building to be able to focus on cybersecurity. So I think when we understand sort of the framework of your education and your university network, and then when we look at that as to what is inside those research elements, that will provide us some guidance as to where those connection points might be. We're involved in smart city initiatives, so I'm sure your cities are involved in smart city activities as well.
Our main focus and goal is to promote that cultural awareness, to promote oneness, to strengthen and deepen the economic ties between the host community and our members. And also we've been out there trying to extend our services beyond Nigerians to all newcomers. We render services like trainings, and some of these trainings are in the areas of information technology, where we'll have the expertise, and even entrepreneurship, where we'll have the likes of biology, and we equally have some students too, who they came here to study, and as a result of what we are doing and that community that we're trying to build, it has actually helped them to find similarity and stay.
Ignite, the cybersecurity global leader in Canada, has supported more than 200 new startup companies, creating more than 1,600 jobs and more than $100 million of economic growth in the greater Fredericton region.